Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Sheffield United way. How are we all doing out there? This is a match preview for Sheffield United versus Reading, 7:45 Tuesday night at Bramall Lane under the lights for this top of the table clash. Yet again, that is a second home game in a row where we are playing the top of the league. Obviously, before the Luton game, we were the top of the league. So we would like to beat them and go back top. That would be lovely. Jubbly, wouldn't it? Now we're going to bring on screen our members, our fantastic members that we love so dearly. If you want to become one, all you got to click is the join button. It's £4.99 a month, and we will love you forever. Also, we've got NordVPN who are sponsoring the channel, who we absolutely adore too. If you want to become if you want to get NordVPN and get a massive discount, it's www.nordvpn.com/TSUW to get that big discount and obviously support the channel too. Hal Stewart, welcome to this channel. How you doing, mate?
Oh, you don't want to know how I might. You know, I'll spin it. Do you know what, Nick? I am finding moving abroad to be tremendous fun, not at all stressful, a great laugh. And at no point have I said, this is the worst decision I've ever made in my life.
Well, that's great news. I'm happy that you're happy. Let's talk about Sheffield United versus Reading at Bramall Lane.
Which we are getting to spend the day together tomorrow. I'm very excited about that. We did that for Reading last season. Let's hope we get a better result in the end.
Yeah, let's hope so. Yeah, we were in a box last time as well, weren't we, for the Reading game?
And we're in a box. We've been invited into a box. We'll probably talk more about that afterwards. But yes, my penultimate home game before I leave the country. So yeah, really excited to actually get to spend a proper bit of quality time with you because, I actually met a couple today when I was seeing our old mate Bobby in the background. They said they'd be watching the video today. So Dan and Shelley, just want to give them a shout out because they are getting married. And Shelley said, she's marrying her best friend. And I just thought, I'd love to marry my best friend. Life would be so much easier if I married my mate. I
can't marry her. Well,
I mean, with Adam, I know everything he's got works. So just be a lot easier. But to them, I hope it goes tremendously well. Dan and Shelley, nice to meet you today. And nice to see Bobby in the background as well.
I'm so confused. And I'd like us to move on because this has turned very, very weird very, very quickly. We're not even 3 minutes into the match preview. It's turned weird. It's all Hal's fault. And that's...
I love you. I love you like a son-in-law.
So, well, you are old enough probably to be my dad. So, yeah. Zinger. So let me talk about Luton for a second because we drew 1-1 with Luton on Friday night. It was the game on the TV. It wasn't a classic. I've seen a few people who aren't Blades, who aren't Luton fans. I think a lot of Liverpool fans wanting to watch Sander Berge, which we'll get onto that in a little bit, that said it was one of the worst games of football they've ever seen in their lives. Like, I don't think it was that bad, but if people were turning up to see top of the league play and they saw us draw 1-1, and in my opinion, you always know I'm going to be honest, I do think Luton shaded it. I really did. They were all over us. They got stuck in. They were physical. They pressed us. I'm giving you way more because I didn't do the match reaction. Ollie, who's going to be on the channel way more these days, did it, and he was fantastic. I absolutely loved it. And someone in the comments said, "In good Nick on the bench," and I'm like, fair enough. It was a really, really good one. Well, that was a weird laugh when you're not on the screen. So we played mediocre. We didn't really create a lot of good chances. A snapshot from McBurney that just went wide of the post, but we hung in there. We managed to create a really good chance for McBurney. He took it with aplomb. Fantastic finish. And also somebody said, as soon as McBurney gets his goal, In Good Nick is nowhere to be seen, which did make me laugh. But I want to give him credit right now. Fantastic finish. That is the way that you want to end a goal drought, by smashing a volley into the far corner, past the goalkeeper. running off to the away fans, because it always feels a little bit more special when it's away from home. It's like an intimate amount of people just all going absolutely crazy. So I'm very, very happy for Mr. Ollie McBurney. I want to carry on seeing him do really, really good things. And hopefully after this game, he's going to go on a great goal scoring run. But I just want to finish by saying, I think that was a decent point away at Luton. We didn't play particularly well, which we're not going to play particularly well every game of the season. We all know we don't have a great, we don't have great form away from home. But I do think for definite, if this game was played last season around about the same time, which it kind of was. We wouldn't have won this. Sorry, we wouldn't have got anything from this game. We'd have lost. We wouldn't have come back from 1 goal down. And a point's a point.
Wasn't it a year ago today? I think it popped up on my memories. You and me. Did Kenilworth Road. Yeah, I think it actually was. Might have been yesterday. Days are merging into one.
I think I mute you on Facebook, so maybe.
Yes, probably a good shout. Yeah, and obviously, I mean, days are merging into one because I've got no stress in my life, and the decision I've made is a really good one, and I'm really happy. And also, I'd like to say I'm really brave.
Yeah, I'm glad we're still talking about this and not
we're still talking about
Luton match. Not the Luton match preview, the match preview for Reading. So just talk about something else, why don't you?
Last time out, 15th of April, 2022, a sunny day. Nick and I together towards the end of the season at the Lane. It was an awful game. Reading edged closer to securing their championship status, which, as we now know, eventually proved reality. And a dramatic late victory at United. It really dented our promotion hopes. And at the time, it was one of those kind of felt like that Millwall game, when we drew. And that was very frustrating in the Wilder promotion season. But Tom McIntyre it was who poked home in stoppage time. That was just after Iliman Ndiaye, I thought, you thought, we all thought, had saved a point for us. That equaliser. Just a minute earlier, Lucas João gave Reading a first-half lead with a shot from the edge of the penalty area. And for ages, it looked like that was going to be the only goal of the game. But McIntyre latched onto Michael Morrison's nod down from a Baba Rahman free kick. Wonderful name. And won the match. And United's side that day had a couple of players in that we won't be seeing, likes of Filip Aremovic, Ben Davies, Conor Howrahan, Morgan Gibbs-White, Ben Osborne. I know, it takes you back.
Yeah, oh, right, okay, we're all done. Do you know what? When you were just talking about that Reading winning goal then, can't remember it for the life of me. And I think I blocked it out of my memory because it was just it wasn't a good day at the office. Like you say, we thought we'd nicked a point. And really still, at that point, against Reading, who were in the relegation zone or around the relegation zone, thinking that they may go down, a point at home probably wasn't a good result. And it didn't even finish like that, did it?
No, absolutely. Yeah, not a great day. Let's hope we see a better one tomorrow against a team that, we're watching in the box. And we won't give our watching games in box record because you know what it is. So do I.
Yeah, it's not good in the slightest, is it? So we'll not tell anyone that.
No.
Let's move on from that, and hopefully we end up getting a better bit of a percentage anyway. So I'll move on to the team, and first of all, the injuries. We've got tons. Another one added to it. John Fleck will be out for at least 5 to 6 weeks with a break in his leg. When Hickey said it at first, I was thinking, oh my God, a broken... Whenever anyone ever says a broken leg, that does not sound good. And that sounds like he's going to be out for a lot longer than 5 or 6 weeks. It could be longer than 5 or 6 weeks. You never know, but hopefully not. Actually, Mark Duffy tweeted out and said, I've spoken to Fleck, he's fine. He's saying it's going to be around 5 or 6 weeks. Hopefully that's all it is, and we can see John Fleck back in the Sheffield United shirt as quickly as possible. Other injuries, long-termers, as I always say, Sharpie, Bogle, Jack O'Connell, Robinson, Koulibaly, all out for a while. I've taken Ender Stevens off this list because that went under the radar, that. Ender Stevens back in training, apparently, back on the grass. So we've got Adam Davis, Ben Osborne, Ender, Kieran Clark, all pushing to try and get back into this side when they're fit enough. Anel came off the bench, which we're a little bit worried about not seeing in the starting lineup. He came off the bench, so that clearly shows that he is fit enough to be playing professional football for Sheffield United. And in my opinion, I don't want to bang on too much, and I don't want to bash this player too much, but Chris Basham, I don't think it was his best game. He got beaten in the air quite a bit. Showed that he was off the pace a little bit, but who wouldn't be when he's not played too much football this season? So I'm expecting Enel to come back into the side. Who knows? Reece Davis also went off with a knock, but Hecky says he should be fine. It was just a knock. But that's also what he said about Fleck, Enel, Illiman and I. So, and two of those players didn't play in the last game or didn't start anyway. So Reece Davis, who knows? But hopefully we will see him playing. And final one was Rida Kadra, apparently fit. He wasn't even on the bench, which I think a lot of fans were a little bit worried about. But he is fit, Hecky says. I doubt he will start in this game unless Sanderberger, as I've got there, is... I think right now, Sanderberger will be starting this game. If he doesn't, that is time to worry. But as of right now, there's no need to worry. Let's not panic. Let's not think for a second that by Friday morning, Sanderberger won't be a Sheffield United player. Lots and lots of people talking about that. But at the same time, I've heard from a few good sources that nothing's actually been spoken about between the clubs. So anyway, I don't want to delve into that too much because I don't want to scaremonger people. So we'll go Wes Foderingham in the goal, Enel, Egan, Reece Davis, Baldock, Lowe. Doyle is coming in for McAtee. In my opinion, McAtee didn't have his best game. Picked up a booking, could have been sent off at one point, got brought off at half-time. I don't think it was his game. I think he will play a lot of football for Sheffield United this season, maybe more games at home where he's got more of the ball. But I think Doyle came on, had a very, very good cameo against Luton. I've been banging the drum for him to play all season, but obviously he's been injured for little parts of it. So hopefully we'll see him at the side of Norwood in this game, and then we'll also see Sanderberger, Illiman and Dye, and your friend and mine, Ollie McBurney, up front to score loads more goals in this game.
You've been banging the Doyle drum, as have I, and just want to say, I couldn't agree more. What you said about McAtee, he'll play more games for Sheffield United. He'll play well for Sheffield United. And he's going to be, by the end of the season, a player that we look back on and say that was a fantastic signing. We've all had off days. Anyone who's played football at any level, that kind of big first game, you can get really nervous the night before. Maybe you don't sleep well. On TV as well, we've never experienced that. He's a young lad. You know what? He'll come through this. He'll be stronger and he'll learn a lot more for it. And he'll be fine. He'll be absolutely fine.
And he was probably looking, thinking, I'm starting against this team Luton. I've never even heard of them. Is Luton even a real place?
I would never say that. And
no, you wouldn't.
So I don't know what you're talking about. Let's talk about Reading. They've got a long list of injuries, same as the Blades. Scott Dan, Liam Moore, out of action. Ovi Ajaria, Yaku Meiti, Femi Aziz, unavailable. Now, in the absence of Dan and Moore, Naby Sarr, a former Blades target when Jack O'Connell first got injured, he's arrived at the Medeski Stadium. Scored the winner and kept a clean sheet on his debut at the weekend. He'll continue to join Tom Holmes and Sam Hutchinson, most likely in the back three. Junior Hoylett, Shane Long, vying to come in. And also you've got players you've got to look out for, like Lucas Shaw, we've already spoken about, and the manager's son, Tom Ince. So we could see Lumley in goal, Holmes, Hutchinson and Sarr at the back. They will play three. Yodam, McAteer, Loom, Hendrick and Hoylett across the middle with Jow, and maybe even Ince, as I say, in that front line. The referee, bizarrely, is the same referee we had when we played Reading at home last season, which I don't like. Don't like it. And that referee is Gavin Ward.
You made me wait so long for that one.
Were you doing it like a goalkeeper about to do a goal kick? Yeah. Okay, he's from Surrey. And last season, he took charge of 38 matches in all competitions, issuing 153 yellows. That's high. 4 reds, and he gave 4 penalties. That's low. You've obviously got to do something really special to get a penalty from Gavin Ward. And as I say, last refereed the Blades 2-1 home defeat against the Biscuit Men on the 15th of April, 2022. Does anyone still call Reading the Biscuit Men? Have I just aged myself?
I've never even heard of it. I've literally, you just said it then, and I'm like, what?
You'll be telling me you don't call Sunderland the Rokerites next.
I don't think I do.
Prior to that, he oversaw the Blades 3-2 win away at Barnsley on the 24th of October 2021. And if we were doing a post-match from that one, I'd tell you that I think Lisa Mousset is going to go on to have a cracking season.
Anyway, yeah. Sam Hutchinson, I didn't even know he'd gone there.
Yeah, I mean, someone told me earlier today that he was actually playing overseas. So I think there's like several different Sam Hutchisons. And
yeah, there must be. But this one definitely plays for Reading.
yes, this is the one that plays
played
for
for
Reading.
Sheffield Wednesday, yeah.
Used to play for Chelsea. Used to play for Vitesse Arnhem, Forest, and I think
Okay.
he did play. I think he did play in Cyprus briefly.
Yeah, for Paphos, which that sounds like somebody just dropping the TH and using an F instead. Paphos.
I've been to Paphos. I went there on holiday. I remember watching the Blades on telly in Paphos.
There we go. So yeah, they're the only teams it's played for. Yeah. Ignore what
Give
I
me
said.
your score prediction.
My score prediction for this game, as I said in our championship predictions video, if you haven't watched that, make sure you do. I will give you a spoiler right now. Sheffield United 1, Reading 0. We are a good side at home, and I think we're going to nick this one 1-0 and sail off into the sunset and win the league with 120 odd points.
Yeah, I'll take a 1-0. Obviously, I will. Anything better than what we saw last season. Do not want that. Let us know your score predictions in the comments watching live or later on. We always love to read your comments. I'm going to go 2-0. I think it'd be a little bit better by 1 goal, obviously. Quick maths.
I would rather you win that.
Yeah,
I really would.
Yeah, I'll be happy with that.
Yeah. You win prediction of the week, hopefully. And now, look at that 5-0. Someone's gone for big there. Really, really big. Me and James are like that, though. Me and James Shibley. Absolute legend of the channel, which people will find out very, very soon.
I'm excited about this. You still haven't told me. It's been a week since you first mentioned this.
Right, okay. And it's probably going to be another week after that. Yeah. Right, okay. So player connections, Hal. I'm going to literally let you go through 1 or 2. Don't give us too many because we need to let the viewers have a bash too. Put them in the comments, put them in the chat.
This guy played for the Biscuit Men / Royals. They were called the Biscuit Men. Don't at me. Stephen Quinn, who was one of my favourite Sheffield United players. Just loved his entire aura, his being, his look, his rig, his free kick taking, his hair, everything about Stephen Quinn. I was just,
Stephen Quinn, you love his free kick taking. Name one free kick that he took that he scored other than
Villa.
Portsmouth.
Wasn't it Villa? It was Villa in the Premier League. Glenn Little, by the way.
That was Portsmouth.
Was it Portsmouth? Am I thinking of that?
James.
So he didn't score. Didn't he score against Hull as well in the promotion season?
He played for Hull.
We're not talking anyway. Glenn Little's a great shout. There's loads coming in, by the way. Do appreciate that. Huntley and Palmer's. Is that someone who can help me with my landlord insurance? I've got no idea, which I do need.
Very good, very good.
Who I'll give you another one. Brian Howard, who I think we all thought when he joined from Barnsley it was going to be the next, oh Lord, Michael Brown, my Lord, oh Lord. But he wasn't. He just wasn't.
We chased him for a while as well.
Name a player that we've chased for ages that's ended up being good.
I know that's true. Ryan Leonard.
Ricky Holmes, Samir Carruthers.
All ones that we were excited about as well. At least we didn't sign Lenihan, though. A lot of Middlesbrough fans not a massive fan of him. Who Chris one we did for a while.
We chased Dan Byrne for ages and we never got him over the line.
And he only has 9 fingers.
Yes.
That would probably be
relevant.
Probably the only Sheffield United player in history that would only have nine fingers.
Statsman Adam, get on it. That's
should be really easy to figure out that or find that out, shouldn't it?
We're pretty mean to him. I mean, it might be post-war that we're looking at.
Yes. I think we need to move on and just finish this video right now. You've ruined the channel. We're probably going to get cancelled now, and that's all your fault. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. It's great to finish on such a fantastically exciting note after the Blades. Like kind of, we're second in the league. We're looking to go back top of the league. And how?
By the way,
about people we know.
I just meant you could research it after the war, so it doesn't have to go pre. I don't mean because they'll be disfigured from.
Come
fighting,
on,
but now
you
that's
didn't have
the
to carry
you put in my head.
Right, thank you very much for watching. See you next time.